What are we going to do next? We're going to move on to women's interior designer entrepreneur, quite an expert. And she's been there for quite a while. Also very big on using social media as a launch pad for whatever she does. I'm going to have a quick chat. It's largely her chatting. Me, I'll just push her along a bit. However, she does wear many creative hats. Doctor by qualification, what do you know? A certified interior designer from the New York Institute of Art and Design, so a doctor and a certified interior designer from New York, no less. A visionary entrepreneur as well, utilizing all her talents. The powerhouse behind, now, I don't know how to pronounce this, I should have asked her earlier, but I know in German, HAUS's house, yeah, Suhas Designs, known for crafting soulful residential and commercial spaces with global influences and Indian roots and so on and so forth. But of course, we'll find out much more about what she does and how she does it when I call her on stage. And now that you're all rising in the international ranking of response, will you please put it together for Dr. Gurpreet Juneja. Slightly better, thank you. You've risen about half a ranking. Dr. Juneja.
Yeah.
What do I call you? Dr. Juneja, or are you now known by some other interior decoration?
I'm okay with Dr. Gurpreet. I'm fine with that.
Well, good.
I'll always be doctor.
I know. So
Yeah.
when you transformed into becoming somebody who's also dealing with interior design, is there a degree for that you would also be known?
Yeah, for interior designing, it was New York Institute of Art and Design.
So
it's a certified.
how would you be then called if you were only that and not a doctor?
I'm actually, I'll always be a doctor because I have that degree. And for now, I continue doing that in a charitable form. But I'm pursuing my passion in life, interior designing. So that's it.
Okay, so I'm going to call you PP.
Whatever you wish,
PP
whatever
Gurpreet.
makes you happy.
PP is? Say it louder. Yeah, something like that. I was about to say we'll call you Pursuing Passion.
Yes,
Gurpreet.
that's
All
what
right?
I'm doing.
And there you go. Okay, obviously you want to share your journey with us as briefly as possible from being a doctor, which you probably became for certain reasons, and then of course you gave vent to your own passion, which was interiors. A quick story.
See, I cannot answer this question without being a little bit philosophical because a lot of introspection has gone into it. In the rhythms of our life, we are so busy, there's no space to pause. But for me, that pause came when my mother passed away. So that's the time and when I reflected on it. And I was recently reading this very beautiful book by Beth Kempton. It's Kokoro. Kokoro is, our intelligent heart. And the Sanskrit version of that is Hriday, which of course is heart, but it's also our spiritual heart and the voice of our inner wisdom. So in order to reach an enriched and fulfilling life, we need to listen to that. And that's what I did, I listened to my Kokoro and pursued my passion and my creative journey began.
How do you spell that? K what?
Kokoro. It's by
K-O?
Beth Kokoro. It's Japanese wisdom.
If all of you followed your Kokoro, God knows where you'll all be.
Absolutely.
But I hope many of you are following Kokoro. I certainly did. But it's not about me, it's about her. So we'll move back to her.
That's why you enjoy doing what you do so much, right?
I do.
You love it.
Like this here right now.
Yeah,
Thanks to Abhinav and his gang. I don't know why you called me, but I'm delighted you do. Because I'm having such a great time. Meeting wonderful people. So much energy and achievement in this room. But you also, of course, are a painter.
Yes, I picked up painting, that also in later years. I'd always had this desire because I was so busy, I couldn't pursue it. But then I decided, no, I'm going to follow that also. So I love doing it because painting for me, it's not only colors, it's, it brings so much emotions inside you. And as an interior designer also, once you understand the colors, you are amazing at that.
Without doubt.
Our life would not be good.
Maybe I'm at fault. And maybe I should have asked you, what don't you do? Might have been a shorter list. But, okay, congratulations again for doing so much. Are your paintings on sale and display often here and there?
Sorry?
Are your paintings on display at some
No,
galleries?
it's
and so
more
on?
for my personal and for my projects. I save it for my projects.
And because I'm interested in art, what kind of paintings are these? What, do you have
Mainly oil paintings I do. And
what do you portray?
landscaping and portraits. That's what I love doing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at your collection soon. And once you take care of me, then I'll take care of her. Okay. Social media
Yes.
as a transformation. Now, I know you also excel there. And I know that most of you here are into social media. I can only apologize that I'm not.
Yeah.
It doesn't grab me. But obviously, it's a very important tool of your trade. And you want to let everybody know how you've used it well.
See, for social media, when I stepped into this world, I was not very naturally inclined towards it. Because, I was coming from a life of privacy, and suddenly I found myself on this platform. So I said to myself, is it really for me? Am I showing too much of who I am out there? So there were a lot of questions which I asked myself. But, over time, I got used to it. And that is when I realized the potential of this tool. It is a powerful tool when you use it consciously, with intention, and very sensibly. It should not be just a distraction in your life, the way we just scroll through things. So use it very powerfully, and that's what helps you. For me, I was switching over from the world of medicine to interior designing. So just imagine, why would anybody trust me? How does it happen? So that's where it helped me. I was able to showcase my styles, my designing, and my philosophies. We did it behind the scenes, if you were working on sites. So we should show all that. So we came across as very authentic. These are the people who are, working hard and doing sincerely. And that's what I would like to tell everybody. Whatever, you have chosen in life, try to be very authentic. Show your life, what you are doing every day, and it will come out beautifully. And, especially I want to point out about the women entrepreneurs over here, how beneficial it is for them. And why is it so? The reason is, the women, we go through so many transformative and beautiful phases in our life. First we are a daughter, then we become a partner, then a mother, and then we also see our children, grow up and live their lives.
Yeah, may I voice an objection on behalf of the few men here? We go through the same phases, don't we?
Okay,
different
I
terms,
agree.
but anyway, okay.
Okay, we agree.
Thank you.
That's my husband supporting you. So anyway, but we wear so many hats. But still, and the priorities of our life are constantly changing. But I feel in spite of that, your dreams, desires, and aspirations don't need to take a back seat. Imagine a young mother, if she wants to work from home, she can do that with this platform. It really helps her.
Without doubt. I think social media is a massive multiplier and a transform tool, but I'm still not on it because it doesn't grab me yet.
I know you're not.
maybe I don't want to go anywhere.
No, but
So I'm quite happy where I am.
you don't need it.
But I do want to ask you, how do you pronounce the name of your outfit? And tell us more about the influences that you use to be able to get your passion into business. So how do you pronounce it again?
It's Sue House.
Sue
Sue
House.
means,
House, of course.
Sue
Sue is
is
good.
the Hindi,
Yes.
Sundar, and House is Haus, house in German.
Yeah.
So why I picked up that name Sue House was because I love fusion. I love fusion concepts. My design is all, blending of global trends and Indian aesthetics, because we should never forget our roots.
But why German? Could have been Sukasa or anything else.
Sue was, it's beautiful.
I know, but I mean, it could be any
House
other language.
is Haus, house. So I just wanted to imply that it's kind of a fusion.
It's a flippant question, don't worry about it. So much more about what you do and the influences, because obviously they're global.
See, of course, the influences are global, but the heart of it, we are very much Indian. So, global, why I say, because it's very important, to understand what is going on throughout the world. Like, for example, I want to mention colors again, because we are so, right now inclined towards this Western minimalistic concept. I want to mention that we should not be just aping the West. Just imagine if you are in Switzerland, what is your view? You find a beautiful, mountains and lakes over there. But most of us in India, we don't have that view. So we need to create that view inside our homes. That's where, the Su House vision comes into play. For example, if you visited Japan and you were in Kyoto in this beautiful serene resort, and you told yourself, maybe I could, if I could bring a piece of that back home. That's what we try to do. We can, create that beautiful spa with the jacuzzis and all spas, everything. But it doesn't complete it. Only when you add a stone wall art, and a Zen garden, you are back in Kyoto. It's just an example.
Okay, I'm trying very hard to stick to time. I don't know why, because nobody has, but I'll try and stick to time. We don't have very much. But how do you bridge the relationship between interior designing, if I can club it all together, and cost? Because, a lot of people say, "Jo jaisa rehne do na yaar," because interior design, oh my God, I don't have the budget for it. So it's a very budget-related thing. Now, you might be very fortunate to work with people who say, do what you want and I'll pay for it. But otherwise, does creativity necessarily need to only take care of expensive tastes?
No, absolutely not. I mean, that's completely a myth. I mean, I myself, I love going to New York and, visiting the New York Design Center and checking out the latest detail. I'm at ease there. But at the same time, back home, I'm completely comfortable with our Indian handicrafts. I regularly visit Dastakar. I interact with artisans. And, I try to promote them in my own way. Like, for example, we just had Valentine's Day. So what I did, I picked up products from them. And with their range, which is completely, handicrafts, we created this elaborate bohemian setup, which is completely casual, fun, it was amazing. So it's got nothing to do, not the right word maybe, but you can play and it can be completely budget friendly and you can do magic with that.
Yeah, because, we live in a country which is generally price sensitive. So I speak on behalf of your consumers who would love to have a bouquet where it's either very expensive or not so expensive or average expensive or not even expensive at all, etc., and yet have a lot of design element because it doesn't necessarily need to be expensive. But I know that interiors or interior design, how would you sum it up? Interior design seems to be a very
luxurious,
woman-oriented profession.
It is.
You'll find a large number of, when somebody mentions STEM, they're only so-and-so percentage. I think in interiors, you'll find a very large percentage of women. And that figures
that's
because...
true. That's true.
And
That's
that
very
figures.
true. It's a lot of creativity. And also why? Because as such, we are very thoughtful. I also don't like to do things casually in life. I sit back, I try to incorporate meaningful things, always thinking consciously, not just randomly. And I want to point out here, you talked about budget. I want to add an experience over here. Like, budget friendly, you cannot claim to be nailing something till whatever, profession you have chosen. You have to be connected to the ground realities. For me, I'm at ease even in budget friendly spaces. It's definitely a challenge, because you visit a store which is very rustic. I mean, there's one high-end store, you are pampered, offered coffee, and everything is so seamless. And then you go to a very rustic place, and it's total chaos. I mean, going through, that dust and heat, it's a challenge in itself. And once you are inside that store, there is this guy who's showing you stuff, and he believes in his mind, he's an interior designer. In 10 minutes, he'll tell you, madam, you buy these tiles. Great for the kitchen, great for the bathroom, great for the living room, and his job is done. And I'm like, please भैया थोड़ा ज्ञान मेरे अंदर भी है, थोड़ा सा मेरे से भी ले लो.
बहुत ज्ञान है. We know that, Dr. Juneja, unfortunately, there's a big sign that says time's up.
Time's up.
And I do want to congratulate you for doing what your passion led you to do.
Yeah.
And I do feel that there's no doubt that better creatively designed homes make a really big difference. Homes offer anywhere, spaces make a very big difference because you spend so much time indoor. I mean, the outdoors are fabulous as well. That's where I spend all my time. But the indoors also wonderful spaces. And in India, we've got this massive advantage of being one of the most colorful societies and cultures in the world. So if you blend whatever's a part of us anyway, in our DNA, and go and get global
Absolutely.
knowledge and practices. All I can say is that most people here, sooner or later, if not already, sooner or later, will want their spaces done up again. I hope you're carrying a lot of cards with you. You can spread them around. But Dr. Juneja, thank you so much
Thank
for your
you so
presence
much.
here.
Thank you.
Please do give her a nice round of applause. Thank you. At least one person here, I can say it very safely. What was the name? Disha? At least one person here is suddenly applauding and kind of showing a rousing welcome. Thank you. While I don't need the microphone at time, while we do this, there's a wonderful audio visual of Suhas that's going to be played now. Thank you very much. And we can stand and enjoy it together. Yeah.
Hello everyone. My journey into design began with a deep creative passion, one that led me to graduate from New York Institute of Art and Design and set up Suhouse Designs, my interior design studio. And ever since, it's been the most thrilling ride. From attending exhibitions and exploring stores across India and the world, to innovating textiles in our factory and collaborating with incredible Indian artisans. Every step fills me with inspiration. Traveling and globetrotting have played a huge role in shaping Suhouse Design's aesthetics, helping me blend global trends with Indian heritage, whether it's shaping residential or commercial spaces, styling a room, or losing myself in the colors of my oil paintings. This entire process invigorates me. It's the creativity, the connections, and the sheer magic of bringing ideas to life that keep me going. And for that, I'm deeply grateful.